Hi, welcome to Naresh IT. My name is Satish. Today I am going to be discussing about the class concept in Java. Class concept in Java. In this, what we are going to be discussing is what is class, how to create a class in Java, and how many modifiers are allowed by allows by Java class. So these three topics especially we are going to be discussing. Okay, now understand what is class. What is class? Class is a plan, or it is a template, or it is one plan, or it is one template. The class is used to define the variables and methods as a single unit. The variables of a class is also called as properties or data members. Methods of a class is also called as behaviors or actions. So class is used to group the data members and their respective behaviors as a single unit. For example, here I have one class person. Okay, in the person class, I am going to be creating some data members like int, person ID, string, person name, okay, person color, double, height, weight, etc. Next, in this person class, some actions I am creating. Here actions are nothing but methods or behaviors. For example, eat, sleep, etc. So here class is a plan, or it is a template, or it is a model. The class is used to group the data members and their respective behaviors as a single unit. In general, what is actually object? What is actually class? For example, observe, in our real life, if anything it is existed physically, then that is called as an object. In our real life, if anything that is not existed physically, then that is called as what? Class. Best example, car plan is called as one class. Car is an object. Similarly, building plan is called as one class. Building is an object. So car plan is used to construct the car object properly. Building plan is used to construct the building object in the proper manner. So class is a plan. The plan always we are creating to construct the object in a proper manner. So in Java also, we are always creating the classes to group all the data members and their respective behaviors as a single unit. By grouping all the data members and their respective behaviors as a single unit, we are constructing an object in a proper manner. Okay, so here, if you want to create a class in Java, what are the rules and regulations are required to be followed? Plus what is the exact syntax required to be followed? Now understand. If you want to create the class in Java, we can use the following syntax: modifiers, class keyword, class name extends superclass, implements interfaces. So this syntax we can use to create a class. Inside the class, as per the requirement, we can write variables and methods. So in this brace is indicating as optional to use. So which are optional in this syntax is modifiers are optional, extends superclass is optional, implements and interfaces also be optional. So which one is a mandatory is class name is mandatory. But first we can understand about this syntax. So what is the use of the keyword class? Okay, in Java, the keyword class is used to create our own data types. For example, here class EMP. Okay, this class creation is nothing but data type creation. So in Java, the class keyword is given by Sun to create or to construct our own data types. By using this data type, we can collect some data members like int emp number, okay, string name. These are acting as what? Data members. So the class is used to collect the data members only. So here emp is one data type. It is a user defined data type. This user defined data type I am using to collect some another data members as a single unit. Okay, so in the syntax, the class keyword always we are using to create our own data types. The class name is called as one identifier. Identifier is nothing but name. Any name we can use in Java, that is called as one identifier. So your class name is one identifier. In this example, EMP is acting as a class name, that is one identifier. So to create the class name is a mandatory, but which are optional? Modifiers, extends, implements, keywords are optional. And another important point is always we are using extends keyword to achieve the inheritance. For example, here I have one class A. In the class A, I have 100 variables and 100 methods are there. 100 variables and 100 methods are there. The same 100 variables and 100 methods I require to be write inside the B class. But again writing the 100 variables, 100 methods in the B class is increasing the burden. So simply we can use extends keyword. By using extends keyword, we can achieve the inheritance. Means with a class B, we can extend A. When we are extending A, whatever the variables and methods are there in A class, that variables and methods are available to B. So again in the B, it is not required to be created that variables and methods. Directly B is using those variables and methods. This is nothing but what? Inheritance only. So extends keyword always we are using to achieve the inheritance. So when we are creating a class, if you want to get the properties and behaviors or properties and methods from some another class, then we can go for what? Extends keyword. In Java, one class can extend only one class at a time. So here B extends A. So B is extends only one class at a time. Means multiple number of classes are not possible to extend at a time in Java. For example, here class A, class B, class C extends A comma B. Like it is not possible in Java. Okay, it is invalid in Java because in Java one class can extend only one class at a time. Okay, similarly implements keyword is there. Implements keyword we are always using to implement the interfaces. For example, here one interface is there. The interface is available with all the requirements. All the requirements means with client requirements. For example, you are created one interface. Interface account. In this interface, for example, you are creating one client requirement like wide withdraw with int account number, comma, double sum amount. So interface generally we are using to collect all the client requirements only, or to define all the client requirements only. For example, here one interface is there like account. In this account interface, one method declaration is there like withdraw. Here one class account IMPL. Account IMPL implements account interface. Okay, by implementing account interface, this class is providing the implementation for withdraw method, account number, comma, double amount. Here the class is providing the logic for withdraw method by implementing account interface. Okay, but in the next classes we'll discuss more about the interface. Here our main focus is on class syntax only. So now understand, one class implements an interface, and by implementing an interface, the class is overriding the methods of the interface. By overriding the methods, the class is providing the logic for that interface methods. In Java, with one class, it is possible to implement multiple number of interfaces at a time. So in Java, one class can extend only one class at a time, but it is possible to implement multiple number of interfaces at a time. Okay, now the important discussion in the class syntax is modifiers. Modifiers. Okay, first we can understand total how many modifiers are there in Java, and how many modifiers are allowing by class syntax. In Java, we have total 12 modifiers. 12 modifiers. These are divided into two types. One is access modifiers. Okay, total 4 access modifiers are there in Java. And non-access modifiers. Non-access modifiers. Total 8 non-access modifiers are there in Java. So 4 access modifiers plus 8 non-access modifiers are there in Java. Here the access modifiers are public, default. Here default access modifier is not a keyword. Okay, next protected, private. So total 4 access modifiers are available in Java. Similarly, 8 non-access modifiers are available like abstract, final, synchronized, strict FP. Strict FP concept is given in Java 1.2 version. Native, transient, volatile. Okay, next static. So here total 8 non-access modifiers are there in Java. Abstract, final, static, synchronized, strict FP, native, transient and volatile. Okay, from these 12 modifiers, how many number of modifiers are allowing by the class syntax? So now understand, from these 12 modifiers, the class syntax is allows only 5 modifiers only. The class syntax is allows only 5 modifiers only. What are that 5 modifiers is? Public, default, final, abstract, strict FP. Except these 5 modifiers, if you are using any other modifier, then we will get the compile time error. So the class syntax is allows total 5 modifiers. For example, here I am writing one small class. Okay, public class employee. Here save with the name of employee dot java. Here I am going to be saving into E drive Satish folder. Okay, now it is a valid class because the class just I am declaring with one modifier, access modifier, that is public. The class syntax is allows total 5 access modifiers. So it is valid or not, check once. Java C employee.java. Employee.java. So now it is valid. Suppose by mistake here the class you are declaring with the private. Private is not allowed by class syntax. For example, if you are declaring any class with the private access modifier, then compile time error will occur. The compiler is saying us the modifier private not allowed here. Modifier private not allowed here. So check once what is the compile time error is coming. Here the compile time error is modifier private not allowed here. Similarly, for example, if you are declaring the class with what? Protected, same compile time error will occur. The modifier protected not allowed here. Modifier protected not allowed here. So the class is allows total 5 modifiers. In the 5 modifiers, 2 are access modifiers, public default. Private protected access modifiers are not allowed by class syntax. And 3 are non-access modifiers, that is final, abstract and strict FOP. So now, for example, we are declaring this class with final. Yes, it is valid class because final modifier is allowed by the class syntax. It is valid class. Okay, for example, here we are using at a time multiple modifiers like final and strict FP. It is possible to use more than one modifier also. Okay, final strict FP is allowed by this class syntax. So here important one is order of the modifiers are not important for class. Means strict FP final, final strict FP, both are same. But combination of the modifiers are very important for class syntax. So final strict FP combination is always legal. Okay, similarly we can also use one more modifier like public. Here order is not important. Public, final strict FP, final strict FP public, any order we can use. Only combination of modifiers are very important here. So here I am using 3 modifiers, final, strict FP and public. It is valid. For example, here I am using in the place of final, abstract. It is also be valid. It is also be valid. Okay, here very important point is final and abstract combination is always illegal in Java. Always illegal means abstract final combination is illegal for classes and abstract final combination is illegal for methods. Abstract keyword not possible to declare for variables. So it is not required to be talk about the variables. So abstract and final combination is always illegal. So by mistake, anywhere if you are declaring a class with abstract and final modifier combination, then your compiler will raise one error. The error is illegal combination of the modifiers. Illegal combination of the modifiers, abstract and final. So order of the modifiers are not important. Combination of the modifiers are important. Okay, I am using abstract and strict FP combination. Very important point it is. Abstract strict FP combination is legal for classes. Legal for classes, but illegal for methods. Illegal for methods. So here now I am using abstract step combination for class. So it is a valid class. It is a valid class. For example, I am writing here one method with abstract and restrictive combination. Abstract restrictive wide display emp. Suppose one method I am writing. Okay, this is a illegal method. Why means the abstract and restrictive combination is only legal for classes but illegal for methods. So what is a compile time error is occurs as illegal combination of the modifiers. Illegal combination of the modifiers abstract and restrictive p. So here the class syntax is allows total 5 modifiers: public, default, final, abstract, strict FOP. In these 5 modifiers, final abstract combination is always illegal for classes. Abstract final combination is illegal. But here abstract strict FOP combinations are legal for class but illegal for methods. Okay, so here this is a class syntax. So the class, when we are creating, what is required to be used? Modifiers, class, class name, extends some superclass, implements the interfaces, and in that class, as for the requirement, you can create what? Variables and methods. Okay, one more important point is in Java, it is possible to write one class inside the another class. In Java, it is possible to write one class inside some another class. For example, here class employee is there. Inside the employee class, for example, I am writing some another class like inner one. Okay, class like inner 2. So like here I am writing. So in Java, it is possible to write one class inside another class. That kind of classes are called as here inner classes. Very important point is inside the class you can write anything that is called as a member of that class. Means if you are writing the variables, if you are writing the methods, if you are writing the classes, if you are writing the constructors, then all that are called as members of that class only. So inner class is also considered as what? Members of that class only. Here the important point is employee is acting as which one? Outer class. Employee is acting as an outer class. Inner 1, inner 2, these two are acting as what? Inner classes. Inner classes. The outer class syntax is allows 5 modifiers, but inner class is allows 8 modifiers. Inner class is allows total 8 modifiers. So what are the extra modifiers are allowed by inner class? Now observe, along with that 5 modifiers, inner class is allows extra 3 modifiers that are static, private and protected. So inner class is total allows 8 modifiers. Extra 3 modifiers are allowed by inner class, that is static, private and protected. So now check the inner class is allows protected or not, plus the inner class is allows private or not. Similarly, the inner class is allows static or not. Here total I am taking 3 inner classes to check. Okay. So in this example, employee is acting as a outer class, inner 1, inner 2, inner 3 is acting as a inner classes. The inner classes I am declaring with 3 modifiers like private, protected and static. So now it is a legal or illegal check once. Employee.java. So it is legal. So next, the important point is the outer class rules are different and inner class rules are different, because inner classes are acting as what? Members. Inner classes are acting as members of an outer class. And inheritance concept is different. In inheritance, superclass and subclasses are available. The superclass, subclass creation and the concept is different. Outer class concept is different. Here these inner classes are not acting as a child classes of employee. Okay, it is not inheritance. Inner class concept is different, inheritance concept is different. So in Java, like we can create what? Classes. Okay, but class is only the plan. It is only the template. Okay, it is only the model. This plan is not enough to allocate the memory for all types of members. To allocate the memory for all types of members, we can create what? An object. So object always we are creating to allocate the memory only. Okay, in the next sections we will discuss about the object. Thank you for watching. For more videos, you can subscribe NareshIT YouTube channel.